I'm here with another episode again. In my last video, I shared 3 ways I used to do my personal Bible studies and how helpful they have been to me. In this video, I'm going to share some tips on how I do this study. Here we go. 1 is the timing. The time I do my personal Bible study is very, very important to me. I like the early hours of the day before the day breaks. At that time, everywhere is quiet and it helps me to concentrate very well. So I use the early hours of the day. When I am up, the next thing I do is gather my materials, my Bible, my notebook, my phone, and my Bible. When I am set with these things, the next thing I do, I pray. I pray a very simple and honest prayer. I say something like this: Oh God, speak to me through your word. When I am done with my prayers, I go straight to my text of the day. I read from the text I have set to read. If it is a short text, I can read it like 3 times. If it is a long text, I may read it just once. I use New King James Version. What I will do is I will go to my phone, go to my Bible app that I've downloaded and read other versions like NIV, ESV, CSB, NLT, or any other version that I find helpful at that moment. I do that so that I can have a clearer picture of the text. When I am done reading the text, the next thing I do, I go to commentaries, Bible commentaries. I have an app, a Bible app that has various commentaries. I read commentaries on that very text about maybe 4, 5, or even more, or less than that, depending on where I'm satisfied. I read them from different commentators, what they have said concerning the text. When I do that, it helps me to compare with my own understanding and be able to arrive at an interpretation of the text. Another thing that helps me from the commentaries is the background study. They will tell you the audience that this text was directed to at the time of writing. Possibly what was happening at that time that has prompted the writer to write that text. Now, I bring it to myself. Now that I've read this text, how does this text apply to me? That's the next thing I do. I start meditating over what I have read. How does it apply to me? With the help of the Holy Spirit, I will be able to come up with a message that I feel I need to apply to my own life. So, in order not to forget about it, I carry my notebook. This is my notebook. I've been using it for a long time. I write the text, the date, and the message that I got from the text. Or sometimes I forget to write the date, but I always ensure that I write the text and the message that I derive from the text that I read that day. But it's not always. Sometimes, instead of writing it on my notebook, if it is not a long text that I want to write, I do write it. I don't know whether you are seeing it, but this is it. From my Bible, I write at the edge of the Bible what I learned. The message that stood out for me that I must not forget. I will highlight the verses that really stood out and then write the message that I got at the edge of the Bible. Anytime I open that text, I see that message and it speaks to my mind. That is how helpful it has been. But I know to some people, they might find it offensive that I'm writing on the Bible and feel I am mishandling it. If you feel that way, I'm sorry. As for me, I feel what is here, the most important thing is for me to put it in my heart. So if doing this will help me return it to my heart, I think it is okay as for me. When I am done, I go to prayers, ask God to help me act on what I have read and help me not to even forget it. And other prayer points as they come up. That's how I do my Bible studies. When I'm done, go for the family devotion of the day. Now, I've shared how I do my own. And from the look of things, you can see that I take some time. Most times I spend not less than 2 hours. And I know for busy mothers or wives that are so busy, you may not be able to do what I'm doing. You may not have the time that I have. For that reason, in my next video, I will share with you some tips how can you use a short time to do a very reasonable Bible study. Till I see you, bye-bye.